FOREX Technical Experts.
Expect your mentors once again. So today we'll be dealing with market analysis on the pairs USDCHF and USDCAD. Okay, as always, you know, we're starting from the weekly time frame, identifying our major support and our major resistance. Okay, this is our major support, this is our major resistance. As you know, as the experts, we don't complicate our charts, we do things the simple way so that it can be clear and visible of what we're doing. We go to the daily time frame to identify our sub support or sub resistance. In this case, we have a what? We have a sub support at around this level. Then we move into the 4-hour time frame to identify our what? Our market structure. Okay, looking at market structure, we identify how the market has been trending, to the upside or to the downside. In this case, the market has been trending to the upside, to the upside, respecting which levels? Level 1, level 2, and now we're expecting a disrespect on the third level, meaning that we're expecting it to break the level and push more to the downside. But then let me show you also on the upper side of things, it has been respecting which levels? It has been respecting these levels on the upper side of things, which means it touched here for the first time, respected, then here it also respected. So here on the downside of things, we're expecting USDCHF to push to the downside, selling pressure. Then around this level, after a breakout, remember, after a breakout, and there's also a significant level here, so we're expecting a retest here. Then after this retest on this zone here, we're expecting what? A push to the downside. We're expecting a push to the downside. So we know the overall direction of USDCHF is a possible sell to the downside. We're going to be doing what? We're going to be focusing on entering selling opportunities around this level only, with a stop loss of around 200 to 400 points, making it as tight as possible so that we don't lose much money when the pair does its things otherwise. So as you can see, this is our structure. 1, 2, 3 respect. It's been channeling. So a disrespect around this level, breakout to the downside, will mean what? Us entering selling opportunities. This is possibility number 1. So if this pair fails to break this level, we're expecting what? A push from here to the upper side of things, meaning it will be a retest on the bigger structure of a possible inverse head and shoulder pattern, which is visible around these levels here and here. So failure for USDCHF to break the structure to the downside will mean what? Will mean an entry for buying opportunities around this level to the upper side of things. Pardon for that. It will mean this is our selling opportunity. Let me show you how the buying opportunities will come about. Rejection around those levels mean that it's a retest of the bigger head and shoulder on the 4-hour time frame, meaning USDCHF will possibly shoot to the upside should it not be able to break this level of selling opportunities. So we're going to do what? We're going to monitor this level around here on how USDCHF behaves around it. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we enter trades with confirmation. We don't just enter trades because they look like selling opportunities, they look like buying opportunities. We enter based on structure and price action. So breakout of this level, retest here, will mean us entering selling opportunities. Failure to do so will mean we should consider possibility number 2, which is 1, 2, 3, third touch of the trend line, retest on the head and shoulder, meaning buying opportunities to the upper side. This is possibility 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to consider the fact that in trading, we trade confirmations, we trade price action, how the price behaves around a certain point. That's how we enter our trades. We don't just enter based on intuition, based on how we feel. We enter based on market structure. So this is our USDCHF pair with 2 possibilities at around the same level. We're gonna be guided by what happens around this level. It will signal us whether we're going to be entering selling opportunities or buying opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's move on to our second pair, USDCAD. Okay, moving to USDCAD. As you know, we start our analysis on the weekly time frame. So from the weekly time frame, we make our things simple, identifying what? Our major support and our major resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, bear in mind, don't complicate your charts. Identify things which matter. Major support, major resistance. Moving to the daily time frame, identify you what? Either sub support or sub resistance. In this case, we have a what? we have a sub support around this level. So we're going to be moving on to the 4-hour time frame in order for us to identify structure. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we have structure around these two levels. We saw that USDCAD has been trending around these levels, failing to break until it broke. It broke somewhere here and it failed to go down. Then it went for a retest around this level. So from now on, we'll be looking for USDCAD to do what? If it breaks again this level, which it failed to break sometime last week, we're going to be looking for it to formally break it. If it breaks this level formally to the downside, price closed above, so we're going to look at how it reacts when the market opens. Should it break this level even more, we're going to look for selling structures, then we're going to be entering selling opportunities. But let's look into the 1-hour time frame for more confirmations and structure. Okay, so on the 1-hour time frame, let me make the charts more visible. So on the 1-hour time frame, what we see is USDCAD is like this. So we're going to be looking at what? We're going to be looking at structure. Should we have something like a continuation pattern of a sort moving like this, we're going to focus on it and capitalize on possible selling opportunities to the downside. It's more like this. Should we have structure like this showing a possible breakout to the downside, we're going to be focusing on that. Like this, we're going to be focusing on this. We're going to be focusing on this. This is our USDCAD, focusing on selling opportunities based on structure breakout. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is our USDCAD. So we're looking at a breakout around this level and a continuation pattern of sort, showing that we're going to have more selling opportunities to the downside. But as you can see on the bigger scale, we had a trend respect which was broken, retested around this level. Then we're possibly looking for selling opportunities to the downside. So whatever happens now will be determined by how the market opens and responds to this certain price range. So ladies and gentlemen, selling opportunities on USDCAD based on market response to
FOREX Technical
this price round here. So bear in mind, we're looking for structure in order for us to sell to the downside. Closure of certain 1-hour candles below this structure will mean what? Selling opportunities to the downside. But failure to do so, we will look for other confirmations for us to execute this trade. If you look into this chart more, even this level was retested, showing us even more selling pressure to the downside. This pattern here, which is more like a reversal pattern of sort, which was retested in this level, showed us that it broke here and it retested again, so we can push to the downside possibly up until this level. That's USDCAD for you. The expect your mentors. Trade well. Have a good week. Thank you.